Hello everyone, this is Bluebird Adventure. Today we're going to talk about how to change Macintosh laptop's screen and battery. It's a long process, so pay attention and fasten your seatbelt. Our lead technician for this work is Xinle Yang, and he's actually changed a screen a couple months ago.
So basically, whatever at the bottom of the screen is totally unusable. So I move my dock to the right part of it, and also the left hand side of it doesn't work either. And I bought a replace screen from eBay, and no, and there's plenty of instruction on how to how to change the screen online. So I used the one from iFixit. Basically, the difficulty is moderate, and there are 32 steps to fix it, and basically you want those tools. And unfortunately, I repaired it once, so I have all the tools. So basically, I have all the screwdrivers you need for the task, and also a suction cup and some like a plunger and a twister. And so let's start. So I purchased the replacement screen from eBay, so it arrived, and let's open the box to see whether it works, how it looks.
There are plenty of cushioning and wrapping when we unwrap the screen. Let's unveil.
All right, now we arrive at the screen. All right, let's start. So for the first step, let's use before the first step. Actually, use another. I'm starting to use iPad to look through all the steps, and because at some point I may not be able to open the computer anymore. So the step on the first step on the iFixit is a disable auto boot. Auto boot is a feature that for the Mac, when you open the lid, it will turn on by itself. So I don't want that feature to be working, because we really don't want to turn on the laptop when we are fixing it. All right, so you need to turn on a terminal, and any terminal works. The regular terminal or the iTerm I'm using. So basically use sudo mvran auto boot equals to %00 and enter, and put your password, and it works. And so there's another code to restart it after we fix it, but now it will not turn on the computer anymore. See? Oh, so let's turn it off first. Okay, so let's turn it lid on. Yeah, it doesn't work. All right, so
Then we prepare a full sheet of magic tapes. This is for preparation of holding all the screws that will be uninstalled. Very important step.
all right, so first we will need to remove those outside screws.
Turn the computer over. Get the screwdrivers out. Every time a screw is removed, Put it on the magic tape so we don't lose it. After you put the screw on the magic tape, write it down which step it's from and which screw, what size it is.
Let's do this side first.
After we unscrew all the screws on the lid, we need to make an effort to take it off. It requires some astute skill set.
This side. Okay.
Hold the lid, move it towards yourself, front of the machine.
All right, this is off. And now we need a vacuum. So all the computers inside are really dirty. So, but you don't want to use any like a towel to wipe it. What you normally do is use the vacuum to. Oh. This one is missing the filter.
Add the filter, vacuum it clean.
So now we're done with this step. Okay, so next step, use the tweezer. Where's my tweezer? Okay. To remove the battery cover. Okay, so it's this part. Done. And then remove the data cable connector. This part is tricky, so you want to peel off the top part a little bit. And then you use the T5 driver to remove the one of the screw here. So let's find where's T5. T5. Okay. The big screw over here. That's a step 13. So afterwards you put it here, and then right on step 13. Now you unscrew this two screws using T3 driver. Okay, T3 driver. This two screw, and so this is step 15. So let's write step 15. So be very careful, there are too many screws. and make sure they don't and these screws are really small, and make sure you do the correct screw. And one more thing is remember, don't drop them, okay, because when you drop them, chances are you may never find it anymore. Okay, so remove the cable cover, and let's go to the next step. Next step is a steel T3 driver. Okay, so there's a bracket for the cable connector, so we remove this using the T3 screwdriver to remove the screw again. And that's a step 16. Yeah, these are really small screws, so make sure you don't lose them. Normally the screwdriver is a magnified, has a magnet, so the screw will stay on it, but still, yeah, make sure. Alright, that's a step 16. And now step 17, use this plier to straighten up your sputter to disconnect the display board. Okay, so this is it. Disconnect this display board. Alright, number 18. Still use the T3 drive to unscrew the. There are two screws on the left hand side, two screws on the right hand side. Okay, this is the screws to secure the hinge cover, so these are a strong screw, I believe, based on what. Oh no, these are for the hinge cover, so they're still not a strong screw yet. But yeah, still. This is step 18, so write down step 18. It's okay if you're not organized and not organized people in their normal life, but when you try to replace the LCD screen for your Macintosh laptop, yeah, make sure you're organized. Alright, so that's for the step 18, and let's do the step 19. Remove the hinge cover using the plier. Okay, so basically, so try your best not to touch anything with your with your finger, especially those electronics, because you have your own static electricity, so don't shock that circuit board. So on the step 20, we need to change to T5 screw and remove this single screw over here. So this is for the bundle of the antenna cable. Yeah. Remove this one, and this is step 20. So yeah, take your time, write down which screw belongs to which step. Sorry for my paper, it's really messed up, but yeah, let's try to still be organized. And so now, see, there are three antenna cable connector. Use the plier to straighten up those socket. Yeah, these are really tiny socket. Yeah, make sure you got it right. Alright, all removed. Let's go to step 22. use torque T5 screwdrivers to remove 4 screws for the display board. So they're over here. That's a step 22. Now for the hard part. Okay. So step 23, we need to remove all the screw along these like a antenna assembly. All right, so we use a P2. Let's see, where's P2? P stands for pentagon. So normally P2 means, sometimes they say it's a 1.2. All right. So this is a yeah, because last time when I did it for my son's computer, I lost one of the screw. Okay, so make sure you don't lose them this time. Make sure I don't lose them this time. Okay, let's use 1.5. It's saying 1.5. Let's try it. If it doesn't work, then we'll try 1.2. I don't think it's working. So let's try an even smaller one, 0.8. Be very careful, don't make sure all the screws are like still functioning. And use a little bit force to push it down so that you don't like accidentally break it. Especially you don't want to break the top part. Alright, so unfortunately we have to stop here for today because actually the P2's screwdriver is actually the screwdriver itself is kind of broken. Alright, so
After the broken of the T-tooth, we ordered another 2 sets of the Macintosh screwdrivers from Amazon. It took 2 days for them to arrive. The most important tips for changing your DIY LED screen and battery for the Apple laptop is to prepare multiple sets of screwdrivers, because it's very likely that you will break them, and you need to continue to do the work. Otherwise, it slows down quite a bit. Changing battery is much more painful than changing LED screen. You need to take the entire computer apart to take out the battery. Now it's all said and done. We've already put back the battery screen and the battery. I'm helping to reverse all the steps and put all the screws back. I'm on step 18 right now, putting the 4 little mini screws back. Very hard.
Mm, 等。
Success.
The entire process of taking the computer apart, unscrew everything, change the display screen and the battery probably will take 4.5 hours conservatively. If it's your first time doing it, plan on doubling the time you spend. I would recommend that you prepare at least 3 sets of screws just in case anything breaks. Get a sheet of paper with magic tapes ready and put on very bright light above your workstation because all the parts and screws are extremely tiny. It's really hard to see. And be prepared to do it yourself. Challenge Apple Computer.
尽量尽量。
尽量除坏是。
好了。I got it.
好。行。
Oh, I did my share. I know how to fix the Macintosh computer, laptop,